The education that you are getting now has some good points, but it has a tremendous disadvantage, which is so great that the good things are all weighed down. In the first place, it is not a man-making education, it is merely and entirely a negative education. A negative education or any training that is based on negation was then death.
We must have a hold on the spiritual and secular education of the nation. You must dream it, you must talk it, you must think it, and you must work it out. Till then there is no salvation for the race. We must have the whole education of our country, spiritual and secular, in our own hands, and it must be in national lines, through national methods as far as practical. Of course there is a big scheme, very big plan. I do not know whether it will ever work out. But we must begin the work.
What is civilization? It is the feeling of the divine within.
Education has it to be in the world, and civilization. Civilization has begun nowhere yet. The present system of education is all wrong. The mind is crammed with facts before it knows how to think.
Spencer. Remember what he calls the monastery system of education that was tried in Europe and which in some parts proved a success, that is, there in one schoolmaster, whom the village keeps. These primary school are very rudimentary, because our methods are so simple. Each boy bring a little mat, and his paper. To begin with, is palm leaves. Palm leaves first, paper is too costly. Each boy spreads his little mat and sits upon it, brings out his inkstand and his books and begins to write a little arithmetic, some Sanskrit, grammar, a little of language and accounts. These are taught in the primary school.
The man at whose feet I sat all my life, and it is only a few ideas of his that I try to teach, could hardly write his name at all. All my life I have not seen another man like that, and I have traveled all over the world. When I think of that man, I feel like a fool, because I want to read books and he never did. He never wanted to lick the plates after other people had eaten. That is why he was his own book. All my life I am repeating what Jack said and John said, and never say anything myself. Books are infinite in number and timings short. Therefore the secret of knowledge is to take what is essential. Take that and try to live up to it.
There are more than 100 books comprising the Upanishads, some very small and some big, each a separate treatise. The Upanishad do not reveal the life of any teacher, but simply teach principles. They are shorthand notes taken down of discussion, generally in course of kings. The word Upanishad may mean sittings or sitting near teacher.
For more videos follow at Chethumanju 15.